Good morning, everybody. Today we're taking a look at the game between Natus Vincere and Alliance for the ESL 1 Frankfurt 2015 qualifiers. Come on, it's Navi versus Alliance. That's enough of a reason to watch this. Also, there's a Legion Commander. I like Legion Commander. But yeah, it's Navi versus Alliance. These two teams have probably one of the craziest rivalries in Dota history. I mean, these two were part of the greatest grand finals Dota has ever seen. TI3, of course, legendary grand finals. Insane. I would say those were some of the best matches in esports history, right? That is along the lines of the Wombo combo and every... Look, seriously, that is so fucking good. So fucking good. And I'm excited to see these two play against each other. And that's it. Yep, that's why I picked this game. This is game 2 in the series. Honestly, the first one had like 2 kills and lasted 50 minutes. I wasn't too keen on that one, so I chose game 2. But yeah. Now let's go and take a look at the bans really quick, just so we cover it. We've got an Axe, a Tiny, a Troll, and a Sniper as the first round of bans. And Axe, Troll, Sniper, nothing surprising there. I mean, come on. Then we had a Dazzle and a Shadow Fiend, very powerful heroes, wind range and Bat Rider, that as well. I don't really think there's anything specific going on there. Juggernaut last ban and Storm Spirit last ban. So I expect Alliance to grab a mid hero right here, and yes, that's exactly what it looks like. They have Snarder as their safe lane, a Legion Commander for the off lane. And now all they need is somebody to slap into the mid against that Queen of Pain. I think something like a Silencer would be really nice, but actually no, Silencer isn't that great against the rest of Navi's lineup. Talking about Navi's lineup, they grab Lifestealer. Not a very popular hero. I don't think Lifestealer is that powerful either. As much as I like him, I think he has a very fun playstyle. And you know, when Lifestealer was part of the metagame, I don't know if everybody remembers this, but there was an era of Dota where Lifestealer was essential, right? He had a 100% pick and ban rate every single game. There was a Lifestealer because he was that powerful. Now that is no longer the case. They nerfed him, and they nerfed him hard. But he's still fun, right? And that was always the exciting thing about Lifestealer. I didn't really mind seeing a Lifestealer picked every game, because Lifestealer is a fun hero. Like, he goes in and he fights people, and he does fancy plays with his ultimate, and it's just really cool. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. We also got a Bristleback and a Lich from Navi, so this is a very tanky lineup, I would say, which I'm not sure if that is the right way to go about it, because they're going up against Slaughter and Razor. Both of those, of course, reduce armor, and that always takes away tankiness, right? Like, I feel like if you're going up against minus armor, you usually just want to overpower and kill him, right? I believe the best way to deal with a Slaughter is to just fucking kill it, right? Not go for any fancy shenanigans. Just kill it, right? Just kill it. But, you know, we're gonna see about that. Anyway, appears that the IO will be going bottom with the Legion Commander. Interesting. Yeah, why not? Usually Legion Commander is played as more of an offlane. At least that's what used to be the case. Haven't seen her much recently. Really, she hasn't been around that often. Of course, on the Radiant side, we will have the Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Dandy is going to be taking that one. No question about it. Queen of Pain, fantastic mid hero. And honestly, like, even if they were to try to put somebody else in the mid, it just wouldn't work, because on the other side, on Alliance, we have Pycat on that Razor, and they just isn't a hero on Navi's side of the field that can really go up against Razor, right? This guy will just overpower them, well, except for the Queen of Pain. Right, I think Queen of Pain can win against Razor, but it's still difficult. This hero is actually very powerful. Not that popular recently though, but you know, used to be just a little while ago. I like the synergy though with the Slaughter. You know, you get minus armor, and the funny thing about minus armor, right? Like, it's always with Dota, it's always like a bell curve, right? You don't just want. Is it about? No, that's something else. I'm sorry, that was the wrong word to use. Anyway, point being, you always want to have a balance, right? You want to have a balance between attack speed and attack damage, right? If you just go full on attack speed, but you don't hit for shit, then that's a waste of time. It's more efficient to go for some attack damage. Oh, Pycat! Dende, he skilled his Shadow Strike first, and Pycat punishes him for it immediately. Gets the damage drain going on, and that's gonna be a bunch of free last hits. But as I was about to say, the interesting thing about minus armor is that minus armor just works well with more minus armor, right? You could say damage, but you don't really need damage if you have enough minus armor, because then each attack of yours hurts so bad. So the math on minus armor just works out in such a way that you just want more of it, right? If you're going for minus armor, just go full retard on it. Honestly, just get more minus armor. It's a really nice way to go about things, and you know, they do have that. They have that Razor ultimate, and they have the Slaughter ultimate, which I think will be interesting to see how that plays out. And just a little tidbit about Razor that I think is really fun, but an item I have come to ever so slightly adore is the Yules. I think Yules is amazing on a lot of heroes. Most importantly, of course, being Shadow Fiend, but I like it on Razor. It gives you a lot of movement speed, gives you a lot of mana, right? Both of which are things that Razor definitely needs. He doesn't have the greatest base movement. Yes, he does have the passive, but you know, with the passive, that just amplifies it even more. It just works well, right? But most importantly, you actually have some really nice synergy going on. You can put your static link on somebody, then throw them up into the air, and when they come, like the link doesn't break from that. The link just continues. So you get to drain like all of their damage. If you're going up against a lifestealer, right, he comes charging in on your team. Just link him up, throw him up into the air. Oh, didn't want to open that one up, but you just throw him up. I know, by the way, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I use one hand to kind of move the camera and look at things, right? The other hand is just gesturing wildly. That's why I just brought that up, because I accidentally hit my keyboard. Anyway, but you can just throw him up into the air, drain all of his damage, and that's the end for that guy. Oh, so Neko running in, wants Pycat. The nuke comes out though, and Razor's gonna live for a little while longer. The link, and that's gonna be 2 kills for that Razor. Turning it around is Zake on that IO, of course. Beautiful play. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you carry TPs, and that's of course a huge kill. Actually, 2 huge kills for Pycat on that Razor. He's gonna go and grab himself his boots and then get both his bottle and those brown treasuries delivered to himself, to him. As that sentence started nice and then it ended horribly. Oh well. In the meantime, we've got a Bristleback and a Lich up at the top, going up against the Slaughter and Rubik lane. I don't actually like this too much from Alliance. I think that Bristleback and Lich are definitely favored in this matchup, so that's a little weird. At the bottom, we have Lion and Lifestealer going up against the Legion Commander, which Legion Commander won't be able to do much here, honestly. I'm not happy that she didn't get a point into the Presty attack earlier. I just think that would be nice to have, you know, a little bit of heal, but oh well, I guess that's her call to make. But oh well. And oh, look at that, Pycat. He's confident now. After getting that kill, he's ready. He knows that he can fight. He knows that he's gonna overpower the Queen of Pain. This early on, she doesn't have that much burst, right? Razor is actually a very tanky hero. As you can see, he has 760 HP right now. That's because he's got a pretty decent strength gain, and the starting HP is rather good. Like, it's actually pretty fantastic, honestly. So, that's why he can just kind of sit here and tank things. Well, you wouldn't expect him to be able to do that, right? But Queen of Pain can't burst him down, she just can't. And in a long fight, she will always lose, because Static Link. It's kind of a silly ability like that, right? So I'm interested in seeing how this Razor actually plays out. So far, he's doing great, right? Lifestealer Chavost, sitting at the bottom. He's just farming up, and honestly, you know, just get your face boots going on. I think I personally prefer face boots over power treads on Lifestealer. I wonder if he's going for a Hand of Midas or anything of that sort. His farm isn't actually that amazing, I feel. Wait, what's that? Sorry. So, I'm saying that his farm isn't that amazing. I know that seems a little silly considering he has 25 last hits at 5 minutes. But he could have more, right? Like the maximum you can have right now, I believe, is 5-8 per minute, like 40? about 40, maybe 36, right? Something along those lines. And he's sitting at 27. While that's not awful, considering this is supposed to be Alliance's offlane, I think it's not great either. So, this is just a little weird to me. And honestly, I'm not quite sure what this is about either. Honestly, Navi is just going about this in an odd fashion. Because Lich is an offlane hero, and Bristleback is an offlane hero, and I think they just slapped 2 into this lane to make sure that the Slaughter isn't doing great, which he isn't. Honestly, Slaughter is doing horribly, but Slaughter doesn't need to do great. Like, that's the cool thing about that hero. Even with just, as soon as he hits level 6, he's gonna start being useful, right? And afterwards, he just needs Blink, and oh, actually, Legion Commander running in on Soneko on that line. Stun connects. IO takes that kill. Chabos now trying to turn it around, but no way that one is actually gonna happen. And Nika gonna be able to take one quick kill and get out. So yeah, but, you know, like, Slaughter doesn't actually need to do great, and as you can tell, now Alliance just said, okay, you know what, you're gonna shut down our Slaughter? Let's just make sure the Legion Commander gets money then. Let's just try lane at the bottom. Fuck it, Slaughter's gonna be off lane top. We don't care, right? Let's make sure that our Legion Commander has money, and this way we shut down your lifestealer. And mid, we already won the mid. Pycat is actually not rolling over the Queen of Pain. He actually got less last hits, but, you know, he got a kill on her, so would still say that he's definitely ahead, but yeah, you know, it's going okay, I would say, in the mid. Oh, actually, Chavos getting, you know, getting hit on by Nika. I don't think there's anything that's going to come out of it. Oh, Mechka! Slow down, Chavos wants this kill, and he takes it. Lich now coming in, going for the Legion Commander. Looking to turn it around, but that one won't happen. So that's the first blood of the game for Navi. Chavos takes it. And, you know, I guess he's doing okay. Saving up quite a bit of money. Is he going for a Hand of Midas? Because if he is going for a Hand of Midas, I don't like it. Not at this point. I think that's too late. And honestly, I just don't see the point of it. I would much rather prefer it if he went for some fighting items. One of the beautiful aspects of Lifestealer... Wait, what is on here? Oh, it's just words. One of the beautiful aspects of Lifestealer is that he's very good at just fighting early. Right? He can just totally do that. Also, his skill build is awful. What the fuck, was? Okay, this is the scrubbiest of the scrubby skill builds. Like, this is terrible. As Lifestealer, you want to get 2 points into open wounds. The 1 open wounds range is awful, right? You get 2 points into it, so you get the 50% increase in range. Like, again, from 200 to 300 is 50%. And that is really significant, right? That makes a big difference. Really, it's a huge deal. You get 2 points into the open wounds, then you max out the rage. You don't need more than 1 point into feast. You don't need it for jungling, you don't need it for fighting. There's literally no reason to get it. And it is idiotic that he's doing so. Oh, and Ake gets bashed up by Roshan, hit by the Sonic Wave. Oh, that poor little Io. He made the right play, but I don't think there's any way you can get more unlucky than that. I want to take a look at that. I'm sorry, we're gonna scroll back really quick. Okay. Let's take a look at the Dia's vision for this. Did he see it? Wait, okay. Yeah, Ake is gonna run into Roshan. He doesn't see the TP, he doesn't know what's happening. He just randomly screams into it. Dende. Hoping that he hits him. Beautiful play from the Queen of Pain. That's what defines a good player, right? That lesser player would have just screamed the Legion Commander and left it at that. But then he took the chance. You know what? We're gonna get that kill either way. Let me just run around really quick, scream into the Roshan pit. Maybe we can get something done. If we don't, then that's okay, right? It's not that big of a deal because we still got the kill. But this opens up the possibility of another kill on top of that. So that's really well done and nicely played. And yes, he did actually go for a Hand of Midas. That's a 9-minute Hand of Midas. He won't get to use it before 9 minutes. This is really late. Why would you be killing that creep? Kill the other creep. Kill this creep. Do not kill this. What the fuck are you doing, Rabos? Okay. Use the Hand of Midas. Well, wait, I guess that's fun. That was the dumbest shit. That was so bad. You know what? I'm not gonna keep looking at this Lifestealer. That is so scrubby. Holy shit. I'm sorry, this pains my soul. This is not how you play Lifestealer. You now got a 2nd point into open wounds. You see how much of a difference that makes? That's huge, right? It's not even comparable. You need 2 points into open wounds, and there's no reason for a second one into Feast. Feast is definitely a good ability, and you want to max it out, right? But you don't need 2 points into it. There's no reason for that. This is not a good skill build. This is not a good playstyle. The late on F-, I don't like it on Lifestealer at all. Your team is already struggling quite a bit, right? They aren't doing great. Then they just got 2 kills, so that's fine. But other than that, you really don't have much going for yourself. So I don't see the point of this. Like, this is not... You didn't need to catch up to the game. You were still in it, right? You are actually leading a net worth. Use that net worth to get some fighting done. But he wants to farm, and I just don't see the farming working out, honestly. Not against Alliance's team. Like, they got the better late game, that's for certain. They just have more synergy, right? They have physical damage combined with minus armor. I'm sorry, but your team has some nice synergy, but Lich won't be able to save you. That's just not gonna happen, so I don't get that. That is confusing to me. Oh well. We got a DK Phobos on the bristleback, by the way. We haven't been paying too much attention to him, but he's actually doing quite fine, right? He's 4 fights in net worth. And, oh, I'm sorry, I just missed the kill at the bottom. Io? Okay, he's gonna be fine. But allow me to skip back and take a quick look at this. So it's just Nika sitting down here. He will probably get slowed up in a second. Yeah, there we go. Khawas running in. Gets the slow. He's also got that orb of venom. And down he goes. Finger coming out on Ake, actually. Then they wants it. Blink, not maxed out, of course. But it might still be enough. He's dropping low, Ake. There we go. The dagger connects. Dagger damage takes him down. Loader coming in, trying to chase somebody down. But, you know. Then they just went for the smart play. Blinked into the trees and TP'd out. And, well, that's gonna be the end of that. But let me be completely frank with you. Like, I don't like the way this Lifestealer is playing at all. I don't think this is a great way to go about it. Now, the Hand of Midas will be nice, right? And, again, if this game lasts a while, I guess he will get his money back, right? And I suppose attack speed isn't bad on Lifestealer, right? Lifestealer actually works really well with attack speed, because Feast scales well with attack speed. But, I don't know, it's just a little weird to me. Also, the skill build is weird to me. I mean, why? It just seems like he's just randomly putting in points for no good reason. Okay, I guess. And now he's going for power threats. Well, there better be a Saint Yasha coming up soon then, because else you just won't have anything going on. Or he could rely on the Queen of Pain. You know, use his ultimate on her, she blinks in. That could work. I can see that working. So I suppose the power threats wouldn't be too bad in that scenario. I just really prefer the face boots, if I'm completely honest. You know, it just allows you to catch up to people. And that's very important as Lifestealer. I mean, that's the biggest issue he has, right? If he gets close to somebody, he actually can overpower a lot of carries, right? I think a Lifestealer, like, he destroys a sniper if he gets close. But the issue is exactly that, getting close. Like, it can be incredibly difficult. So, oh well, you know, we're gonna see about that. Anyway. And what else is going on? Like, who else is farming? We got Loader. He's just working on a blank dagger, I would assume. Nothing too crazy going on here. Oh, actually, we got a bit of a fight down at the bottom. Loader, no hexed up. We got Soneko around, but so is Ake. Healing up the Slaughter. They might be looking for something, but the link is broken. Khawas will have to pay for this one, though. He got a little greedy Pikehead coming in. At least he gets to use his Hand of Midas before he goes down. And, well, that's a kill in favor of Alliance. They're gonna take that and they're gonna be happy with it. The Pikehead, by the way, he's almost got his mecha done. That's very good. Actually, no. Not almost. He's actually a bit away. I thought that was the mecha recipe, but nah. Okay. He's getting there, though. You know, he's working on it. At the same time, we do have... wait, my Legion Commander. Legion Commander also working on a Blink Dagger. So, while I'm kind of bashing on Khawas here, right? He is getting money. There's no question about it, right? He's not doing horribly. He now isn't quite leading anymore, but you know, he's pretty rich. He is one of the richest heroes in the game. Oftentimes, you will see him at the top of the leaderboard, so he's doing fine in that regard, right? I just don't think that his playstyle is really suited for this game. And that skill build is just fucking weird. Oh well. In the meantime, you know, we just got Lion chilling down here. I like this. This is something that I think a lot of lower level players wouldn't ever do. But you see how this lane right now is not occupied by any carry, and the support is farming? That is really important, right? Except for the fact that Soneko's missing all of his last hits. Holy shit, man, what is going on here? He missed like that entire creep wave. Well, you know, the point here is that Soneko is given some time. You know, he can stop working on a blink dagger on his line, become a little bit more powerful, become a little bit more scary. But of course he needs to hit the last hits for that. Which now he is, okay. So I suppose that's fine. Anyway, then he's got himself a Ghost Scepter, trying to deal with all of that physical damage. I think that's okay. Yes, personally I would prefer the casual Plague Mail, if I'm completely honest. It's just that the Ghost Scepter can't really build into anything useful, right? Like, Ethereal Blade isn't gonna be amazing. But you can't just build a Plague Mail into a Shiva. There's nothing wrong with that, or you could just build it into an Assault Cuirass. Right, that's fine. So, while I see why he's getting the Ghost Scepter, and I can agree with it, you know, I would maybe prefer to see, you know, the casual Plague Mail. Just get some armor going on. That's gonna help too. Like, that's gonna help a lot. Oh well. Lich, of course, just warding. We've got the Slaughter with the Blink Dagger now. Legion Commander about to get it as well. Both teams are just perfectly fine farming. Look at Nika. Now, by the way, this is also wrong. Like, this is the wrong skill build again. You don't need 3 points into Moment of Courage if you're jungling with Legion Commander. 2 are good enough. With 2 skill points into it, you have to get really unlucky to actually run low in HP. Really, like, you're gonna be fine. Moment of Courage is gonna keep you alive. If just 2 points, you don't need the 3rd one. And maxing press the attack, of course, is better, because it's like a better fighting ability. But, you know, maybe he just prefers the Moment of Courage. Legion Commander hasn't been seen that much in competitive. And I think with those heroes, like, you always gotta try something new. And maybe this is the way to do it. So I'm not gonna be too judgmental on that. Maybe this is the better skill build. I doubt it, but it might be. I know, right now, both teams are just kind of farming. We now got the mecha done on the Razor. Rubik. Just warding, I guess. Io. Just being Io, I suppose. Oh, Daddy. They got the lifesteal inside of the Queen of Pain. They're looking for something. But there's actually nobody around. And now Havas is just chilling inside of Dende. Not getting anything done. But the Bristleback pulls the creeps for no apparent reason. Other than getting movement speed, I suppose. And they're going for it. Dende's got a blink ready. Lifesteal are gonna pop out and they're gonna take down the Rubik right away. Actually, he's still alive. Twice the heals, keeping him going. And Machka, still good. Dende takes him down finally. Finger coming out. Killing nothing. I guess Slaughter now fallen. Duel on the Bristleback. He will die, though it will not be a duel victory. That's 2 down for Na'Vi. 2 down for Alliance, but we also had a buyback on that Rubik. Not the most significant buyback, but a buyback nonetheless. TP out from Wust. And I think that's gonna end up being a tower in favor of Alliance. I'm just gonna go ahead, dive in, and take it down. Seems like a pretty decent idea. Yeah, they're just gonna take it. Seems that was a good fight for Alliance. It's not really as much about the kills, right? But I think you can tell that right now Alliance is just looking stronger. It's mostly a matter of team composition, I think. Their team is just really scary. And it just doesn't seem like Na'Vi has a good way of dealing with that. They got a pretty good initiation right there, right? That was nice. And they just couldn't kill that Rubik forever. That took them like 3 days, and then he was out of mana. That just wasn't really that great. Talking about Dende, I would like to see him get some stats. Be it an Aghanims, right? Be it Orchid. Actually, Orchid isn't that much stats. Sheepstick, right? Sheepstick. Just something that gives you more of everything, if that makes any sense. Like, he doesn't need damage, he's got spells. He just needs to have some HP and he needs to have more mana, because running out of mana during a fight as a Queen of Pain, that's pretty bad. Oh well, Chavos gonna jump into Dandy right here, and they're looking for it. They find the Legion Commander, and she will drop right away. Razor going in deep. Hexed up, stunned up. They're gonna try to turn us around. Loader jumps in, gets a double stun. Phobos dropping quickly. Lich ultimate bouncing. Only bounces once though. It's gonna be the end of that. Pikehead still sitting in the middle. Arcade coming in. Turning it around. That's one down for Na'Vi. And I think Alliance is gonna come out ahead of this fight yet again. They're diving ahead. Take the bristleback. Stun up on Pikehead. But the heals are gonna be far too much to handle. No way that the IO actually loses him right here. Oh, then they're coming in. Takes down Arcade. Takes down Pikehead. Actually, no. Pikehead is still in it. Loader turning it around. Ethereal used. Blink ready. And he's gonna get out of there. At least for now. Alliance is still chasing though. They do have vision. They do have a blink in a second. And, oh, almost accidentally cast a Crush. But he's still on the chase. He wants this one. Crush gonna come. Crush gonna hit. And down she goes. Lich is packed. But that's gonna be the end of it nonetheless. Oh, Nikwa coming in with the duel. Amplified damage coming out. Do we have a Crush? We do have one. And that's actually gonna be a dual victory. That took quite a while. And Lion, I don't know what he's doing. This is being a little risky. Yeah, you're pasted, I suppose, but you're going up against two heroes with Blink Dagger and Slaughter, who's got Sprint. But nonetheless, actually, wait, I thought Slaughter went back, but no, he didn't. Loader, by the way, picking up that late. What is going on with this? Like, is this a trend I missed? The really late Hand of Midas? Because this is a really late Hand of Midas. Guess this is a catch-up Hand of Midas? I don't know. That's weird. I guess I just missed the trend of like the late game Hand of Midas. This is a little odd to me. But Alliance gonna go ahead and take down Roshan. They do know this is happening, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah. Na'Vi that is, but knowing isn't all the battle, right? Like a big part of the battle is actually the fucking battle. You need to actually go punch people to punch them, right? You can't just punch them through knowing that they are punching something else. Doesn't work that way. So, Alliance takes Roshan. They're gonna put that out just on the Slaughter. And they're looking pretty good right now. Again, it's just like every fight, they come out ahead, kind of. But actually, you know what? Then they got some good kills in that last one. He really did. But he isn't farming right now. You know what really makes this obvious that Alliance is winning? Just look at map vision, right? This is what Na'Vi sees. This is what Alliance sees. That is such an obvious difference, right? Na'Vi is practically blind, and Alliance, they got everything locked down. They know what's going on. So that's pretty interesting. If we take a look at these, of course, there's barely any difference, but that doesn't always tell the whole story, right? Something that's always important to keep in mind is the moment when a character peaks, right? When does a hero become more powerful? Because, for example, a Razor isn't at his most powerful when he's 6-slotted. Well, I guess that would be wrong, right? He would be at his most powerful if he is 6-slotted. But you always have to keep in mind the state of the rest of the game at that point, right? Like, Razor's honestly at his most powerful if he has 3 items and everybody else also has 3 items. Because then he's just gonna run the faces over. It's not gonna be nice. Because he just works well with, you know, he doesn't need that much. And if he's going up against something like a Medusa, who needs a ton of items, he's gonna destroy her early on. And I feel like Alliance has more of those heroes, right? They have more of those heroes that they don't actually need that much. I mean, they can be powerful late game, which is also why I give them the late game. I just think that Na'Vi got outdrafted horribly here, but it just seems like Alliance, they, you know, they have this, this current push potential, right? Their timing window is right now, and they're gonna use it. Oh, duel on Dende. Taking a lot of damage, but it's gonna be able to get out of there. Okay, it's fine. Pikehead now got his Aghanim's, so these towers will start dropping quickly. Aghanim's, of course, one of the best items on Razor. I wonder if he goes for Refresher. That used to be pretty powerful. You can have 2 links going on, and you can have 2 Eyes of the Storm. And you can also have 2 plasma fields, I suppose, so I don't think anybody questioned that. So, that's pretty neat, right? That's rather powerful. I would be surprised, though, if that's what they do here. Alliance wants to push. You can tell, they are looking to finish this game. They still have the Aegis, yep. BKB is gonna be coming up soon. And Navi is just scrambling. Trying so hard to get anything. But it's just not enough. Chamos, he got himself an Armlet. Armlet is pretty powerful in lifesteal, I would definitely agree with that. I don't know if I would get it this game. It's tricky, right? Actually, you know what? I think I can agree with that. It gives you some nice armor, actually. So that will be useful. It's just an all-around great item, like to have on. It just works well with lifesteal. I wouldn't say it's an all-around great item in general, but it works well on lifesteal. Oh, amplified damage on Dandy. It's always a big deal. And Pikehead, he's just pushing. He's just casually sitting there. His ultimate just ran out. So Alliance will probably retreat for a few minutes. Not minutes, but seconds. Just gonna fall back a bit and then... Actually, nope. Seems they're going back entirely. Yeah. Oh well. BKB now coming. Actually got a point booster. I would love to see an Aghanim's on that Rubik. This is probably just a casual point booster though. Point booster is actually very good. If you think about like what... Oh, wait, by the way. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty bad. No, they're gonna be fine. And the Archer is reclaimed, so... Yeah. Healed up. He's got his BKB now. But, as I was about to say, what was I about to say, actually? Alright, the point booster, actually, like, for its cost, it gives you really good stats. Like, it's very cheap and it gives you fantastic stats. So, it's probably just a casual point booster. I would expect to see a Blink Dagger first, because you just can't pass up on that great initiation, right? You jump in, you throw him up into the air. It's an instant stun, very similar to how a Lion works. And of course, as 9, not 9, but Rubik, you also have the luxury of being able to steal any spell you please. Oh, Nika, he's running in. He wants to get that duel on somebody. Doesn't have the blink ready for a little while though. Loda chasing down the bristleback. Gets the stun. And duel gonna connect. Easy pick off. And down he goes. Second duel victory of the game for Nika. He really hasn't had too many of those. I mean, he's doing fine nonetheless, right? But he hasn't had too many duel victories. It's a little unfortunate. I always like seeing Legion Commanders with those crazy amounts of damage. It's like, I have 300 extra damage. Oh, yeah, that seems reasonable. So, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, he's doing fine. He's now working on his BKB. He already got the Blade Mail. I like the Blade Mail a lot on this hero. Jump in, activate the Blade Mail. It's fantastic. It's a burst item, right? Legion Commander is a burst hero. She's really all about being strong for 5-7 seconds, something along those lines. You jump in, you get that Blade Mail active, get the duel, turn a lot of damage around. Should be able to pretty much kill anyone. If you get it on a lifestealer, he will tear himself apart. It's just not even gonna be nice. Io. Oh, that's mean. Well, Chaos now got himself his Saint Yasha working on a Basher next. Okay, so this might sound weird, but what I would like to see is a BKB or an Assault Cuirass. I think either one of those would be much better than a Basher. I know he's looking for some damage, but frankly, Lifestealer doesn't need that much damage to deal damage, right? And you have an armlet, so you already hit pretty hard. I think something like... Oh, wow. We just have a duel. We just had a duel on Dandy. Oh, that's pretty big. I'm sorry I missed that. But as lifestealer, you know, you can just totally make use of attack speed. Like, that works perfectly fine. And the armor would be sweet. And being able... Like, if you have a BKB on lifestealer, right, and it's a 10-second BKB, you run in, rage, Wait until the rage runs out, BKB, and then you can almost rage again. You have so much magic immunity, it's insane. Just gives you free reign. So, I don't think that would be too bad of a choice, but I think the best, I also believe, right, the best item right here is an Assault Cuirass. I don't like the Basher whatsoever. I don't see the reason for it. Yes, it gives you a little bit of damage, yes. The Abyssal Blade would be very powerful, but that is far off, right? The Abyssal Blade is not something he's gonna get anytime soon. It's gonna take a while. So, nah, I think that's the wrong item to get here. Well, Razor on the other side, on the other hand, he knows what's going on. He is going for that Assault Cuirass, getting very close, not even 500 away. Of course, we have that BKB done on the Slider. We got our BKB almost done on the Legion Commander. So I think the plan here from Alliance... Oh, Vladimir, that's very nice. But the plan here from Alliance is to just make sure you have those core items, right? Get a few more of them, and then finish the game. It looks very reasonable, and it's insane to think about that, right? They aren't even ahead on experience at all. They are big, you know, it's 5k. It's not that crazy. It's really not. But nonetheless, their team is just made up and set up in such a way that this is not looking great for Na'Vi. Oh, but they know this and they're looking to turn it around. Nikwa, he sees what's going on, right? Yeah, they know. Oh, they know. And then they duel it right away. Down he goes. Actually, no. Nika dies. Dende gets the duel victory. The Lich ultimate is bouncing. It's following him. Not going to be enough. He barely survives. Now Piker chasing down Chavos. Meantime, Dende picked off by the Slaughter. Chavos dying quickly. Do they have a lift off? Do they have another stun? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, and down he goes. Chavos, please. He tries to TP out, but no, man. Nah, not gonna happen. Well, that's gonna be a Roshan kill. Alliance just took three Amber Heroes. Basically for free. I mean, they lost the Legion Commanders. I guess it's not for free. Okay, not for free. But they took 3 kills, and that's really good. That's gonna be another Aegis on the Slaughter. Relocate. What are they looking for? There's nobody here. Oh, actually there is Lich. Oh, the poor little fella. Doesn't stand much of the chance. Assault Cuirass now done on Razor. We do have our BKB on Nico. And that's gonna be the push. Alliance is now looking to finish the game, and they can absolutely do it. This is a moment in time where I don't think Na'Vi can play well enough to turn it around. The way they're gonna be able to do this is if Alliance fucks up. It's no longer Na'Vi's decision. And Alliance is just going in. They want this, and they're gonna get it. Actually, what is Loda doing? Oh, the amplified damage on Dende. I like it. But down goes the barracks. The second one already in line. Yeah, this one will also fall. Lich, still dead. I wonder if Na'Vi is actually waiting for that, or if they have just conceded the top barracks. Oh. Dende actually dropping. Got found out by the Slaughter. Oh, Nika! He's in the middle, gonna get the duel on Chavos, and down he goes. Big scream! But that's not gonna be enough. Loda gets the amplified damage on her. And not much else gonna come from it. Actually, Purge. But no. Stun on Loda, he's falling. Mana Drain gonna keep him out of the fight. But Loda will actually go down right here. Of course, he has the Resurrection. Fished up immediately. Io relocates him out. Doesn't even relocate him away that far. Just making sure that the fella doesn't die. But they still want to continue pushing. Oh, and we got a jump. Dende, amplified damage is applied. Applied again. And Pikehead, he's just not afraid. He's pushing. He wants some more barracks. And he will get them. Down goes the ranged in the mid. Meaty barracks left alive, but it seems that Alliance is content with just the ranged. Gonna take it, and they're gonna get out. And honestly, that seems like the small call to make you. I mean, what's the point? Right, you got what you came for. Let's just retreat and play it safe. And that gave them a lot of money. Alliance must surely be pushing ahead now. Oh, by quite a bit. Almost certainly. I wonder what these guys are gonna go for. We got a Sanchin Yasha on Pycat. I like that. I think Sanchin Yasha is really nice on Razor. You know, it just allows you to keep up. And that's a pretty big deal with the static link. And actually, look at him. He's not afraid. He doesn't know fear. Why would he need to do that? Oh, and then they baited so hard. That was amazing. Malchka coming in with the stolen hex. And down he goes. Beautiful, beautiful play from Alliance. That's gonna be a barracks. At least one. The melee barracks will fall. Buyback from Dandy. Hex on the Razor. Chavos is trying to run in, but I don't see anything that's gonna come from that. Duel on Dandy, and they want this kill. And they will take it. Winner coming out from Nika. He's looking golden, he's looking glorious. He's looking dead. Pycat cleaning up, however. Actually, no. Chavos is still alive. The bristleback will fall, however. And that Razor, he's on a tear. He's not afraid of anything. Bottom tower getting pushed down. I don't think there's anything that we can do at this point. Alliance is just looking too strong. Alliance is just looking too powerful. And there we go with the GG. Well done by Alliance. The Swedes. Of course, of course. And the Lion quits a bit early. Oh man. With this, Alliance wins the first European qualifier, if I remember correctly, and are now qualified for the ESL 1 Frankfurt 2015. So there's that. Pycat absolutely ripping that game apart. That was insane. It's always interesting to see Razor come back into play. I don't even think Razor was nerfed. I just think he fell out of fashion, if I remember correctly. He's still strong though. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.